I'm sorry.
Sorry for calling you over so suddenly. There's something I just had to tell you. You got enough books there? Did something happen? Honestly, I wanted to apologize. I'm so tired of everyone apologizing to me. I couldn't back you up when you needed me the most. That's not true. You showed up when Akechi and I needed you the most, along with everyone else. But it is true. Ever since the new year, I was stuck in Dr. Maruki's false reality.
Hey.
You remember that time before I joined the Phantom Thieves when I called you to the student council room? Yeah, where you tried to blackmail me? I remember that. Yo, what's up, Wolfen? Welcome to stream, dude. I challenged you on your ideals, threatened to expose you all, as if I knew anything about what was going on. Yeah, I'm gonna be honest, every time I play Persona 5 again, I remember how, like, annoying and pretentious Makoto is at the very start of the game. Thankfully, she gets better. But since then, I've learned so much from the Phantom Thieves. From you. You've saved me more times than I can possibly count. After all that, I'd promised myself that if you were ever in trouble, I would leap in to save you. But I forgot that vow. I just threw it away so I could cling to father and sis. It's awful to know that all along I was so weak and self-centered. It's not your fault. You were affected by a maniacal man's magic. Even if it isn't, does that really make it okay? Considering all the ways I made your struggle harder, even unknowingly, I can't just let that go. That's why I don't understand why the Phantom Thieves are so adamant about, like, oh, I feel so bad about, like, the reality affecting me. As if it didn't affect literally everyone that wasn't Akira, Akechi, and, Sumere. And even Sumere was sort of affected by it from, like, thinking she was Kasumi from the first place. Like, come on. They don't need to be so... And then they all, after I spoke with them, they were all like, oh, wait, we remember now. Let's go help them. Like, what the heck, dude?
It seems...
You know, I think I'm more lonely than I was willing to admit. Father never spent much time at home. When he was there, he always had his mind on some case. And sis put all her time into her work for both our sakes. I respected them both so much, and I still do, of course, but I can't just let them take care of me forever. You may be right. You know what I mean? I think it's the right lesson to take. In any case, I've made my decision.
Hey, so...
I'm done just sitting quietly and doing as I'm told. If I'm weak or self-centered or lonely, or too dependent on my family, then that's my problem to fix. But my pain's still a part of me. All the struggles, your support, it's what helped me stand up for myself. I can't lose that. I'm not exactly abandoning the person I was, but I figured trying to bottle it up will only make my life harder. I want to be able to look at the most awful, disgraceful parts of myself and still be able to say, so what? That's great. That's good for you.
Thank you very much.
It's a relief to know you're supporting me. If I can get everyone to understand me and really see who I am, then I think that'll give me strength. If I'm ever tempted like this again, I'll remember to stay true to myself. Even if it's not a conscious decision. That's why I wanted to apologize.
I'll give it a try.
I guess I'm not completely ready to stand on my own just yet, but I'll keep trying and I won't run away. Goodbye, Anat. How can these two fuse when one of them is just a transformation of the other? Alright. Worse than Anat, but better than Johanna. I'll take it.
That's it.
This is me? I get it now.
Alright.
Anat has become Agnes. I wish that Agnes had a robot form, like how Anat is. That'd be really cool. It's strange. All it took to make my heart stronger was to put myself first. Yeah, it's weird. Sorry, but it looks like I'll still have to rely on you a while longer. So I hope you'll be prepared. Yeah, you all rely on me. I'm used to it.
See you later.
Agnes Prime. Thanks for staying over so late, too. I'll see you later. Gaia Blessing and Checkmate. Why do you get Checkmate? That should be Hifumi's. Hifumi, decrease attack, defense, accuracy, and evasion for all foes. Oh, dude, that's an insane move. Multi-debilitate? Holy cow. Increases all allies' chance of inflicting burn, freeze, and shock. Not bad. I do like having Makajama. I also really like having Nuke Boost and Nuke Amp with all the Nuke abilities. I'll get rid of Maruku Kaja because you have Gambler's Foresight, so I'd rather use Gambler's Foresight for your boost move instead of Maruku Kaja. And Checkmate is just like a better version because it just lowers the defense stat of the enemy, or the attack stat of the enemy instead of needing to raise our defense. Yeah. In your opinion, which romantic pairing does the game push the most? I don't really buy into the idea that the game pushes any of the romantic pairings. Obviously, people will tell you most people will probably tell you it's either Makoto, On, or Sumire. I wouldn't really pick any of them because I think that the game pushes, like, at least all of the Phantom Thief, except maybe Futaba. The game pushes all of the Phantom Thief romantic options to some degree, one or another. And, even with the side confidants, it really pushes them when you're doing their confidant ranks. So, I do not buy into the idea that, like, oh, Persona 5 has, like, a canon romance. Like, obviously, because of that one moment in Futaba's palace where Joker pushes Makoto, or when Makoto, like, grabs onto Joker's leg because she's scared of the thunder or whatever, obviously that means Makoto's the canon romance. Or obviously because of that big dance moment in the school festival with Kasumi where she, like, reaches out to Akira and all, that means that they're meant to be together. So I don't buy any of that crap. Whoever you date in Persona is just purely dependent on who you like the most and want to date. There is no canon option. That's why you have so many different options to choose from. Bum, bum. All right, Lone Wolf is telling me that the Kingpin might show up during rain, but it might also just only be during snow. Let's go see if it'll show up. Let's see if we can spot it.
Welcome.
Well, I don't want to waste my night, though, doing that. Oh, wait a minute. He just said something. It's nighttime. It only costs 1,000, and factoring in this weather, you might even catch him. He only eats a special type of bait. Whether you can actually reel him in or not depends on you. Okay, so it sounds like it's there then. Let's do it. Let me use the fishing pond. I'm gonna get him.
Thank you.
I'm gonna get him.
Well then.
Is the suspicious bole, is that all I need for... Oh my goodness, there it is. It's so big. Now that's a guardian fish. That's like a Persona 4 guardian. Hey, buddy. Oh yeah, he'll bite it. How do you even have a fish this size in here, dude? Oh my word, this is impossible. There's no way. Whoop. How do you expect me to do this? Video game? Are you insane? I'm gonna need like a gun to catch this thing. Never mind, I'm built different. I'm actually the greatest to ever do it. This thing looks like a prehistoric dinosaur. First try. Everyone, please respect my fishing game.
What do you wanna do?
I'm built different. I'm built different. No way. Incredible. You got the kingpin. Words. I can really feel your passion for the fishing pond. Not 100,000. 10,000 points. Let's go. How much is he worth? He's only worth 4,500? Dude, who on earth is going to get to 100,000 to get the Ollie dance thing? This is so expensive. It should be like 50K. 50K I could see being reasonable. 100K, you're insane. All right, see you later, loser. Now we're done fishing for the playthrough. I am cracked. I'm cracked, I'm built different. I'm a pro gamer, etc. So forth.
Good morning.
Welcome to stream, Sammy. Haru, good morning. Akira-kun, might I borrow you for a bit? I think we need to talk. Can you come to the roof after school? Whatever it is, I'm sorry. What? Huh? Why are you apologizing? I'm not angry or anything. All right, good. Sometimes you like swing an axe around, so I just wanted to cover all my bases. Perhaps I phrased it a bit ominously, didn't I? No, I just want to talk to you. Whenever you're free, I'll be waiting. Man, I love Haru. I know it's a bit sudden, my apologies.
Now, shall we go?
Oh, looks like the train's coming. Let's line up. Those that want Thieves Den 100% because there's an objective to get 100,000 points fishing. Nice, nice.
Well, shall we begin?
Have you all heard? The economy is apparently doing pretty well this year. Because of that, I tried getting into the stock market. Not a thing you want to jump into with no experience. I lost 5 months of my allowance in one fell swoop. It wasn't a huge loss, so it's not that bad, but it's quite a thing to stare your failure in the face. My portfolio looked awful.
Oh, yes.
Hey, speaking of things being awful, I used that word because my portfolio looked absolutely terrible, but awful originally meant something else. Really? So, Kurusu-kun, a question.
What is the answer?
What did the word awful originally mean? Probably excellent, right? Or it might actually be impressive, because normally you say like, oh, that's awfully interesting, or like that's awfully intriguing, or something like that. So I could see where that comes from if that were the case. Awfully amusing, so on. I don't think it's baffling. I think it has to be impressive or excellent. I don't know the origin of the word awful. I have no clue. Chat, what is it? Someone tell me. As if it matters. I don't need the knowledge. Oh, hey, Jet. Welcome back. You're here just in time. It is impressive. I'm a genius. I'm a genius. Captain Cautious, welcome to stream. I love that name.
This is it.
I'm so smart.
Correct.
That is correct. Jet, you're here just in time for me to get rid of one of the worst personas in the game, otherwise known as Astarte, and get Lucy instead. Yes, it was only comparatively recently that awful took on a negative implication. It once stood for awe of any kind. Right, okay, awe, because you're full of awe. That makes a lot of sense. Yeah. This is why older English documents use phrases like awful majesty and awful power. It could still be used to imply a certain kind of dread. That was just one of several possible uses back then. But times changed and language evolved as the centuries went by. We ended up with more specific words, awful for the bad and awesome for the good. Man, I'm smart.
Nice going.
All right, so we're about to get Haru's tier 3, and then we just need On and Yusuke, right? On and Yusuke are the last two. Oh, it's time already. Let me say one last thing. After this winter words, you'll all be studying for exams. You can use your time wisely or slack off. Either way, I guess your test scores are going to be awful. That was actually pretty funny. That was actually pretty funny. Well, one thing's for sure, you're definitely an impressive guy. Awe-inspiring might be a little much, but I know I can count on you. Big fan, watch a lot of your YouTube stuff. Awesome, dude. Thanks for watching. Glad you enjoy the content. Glad to see you at Twitch. I'm realizing now that On and Yusuke might be available on the same days, which might be a little troublesome, but we also have to rank up Sumere again, so it should be fun. For now, let's go get Lucy. Get Haru's tier 3. And after Lucy, we'll just see who's available on Thursday. Akira-kun, what brings you here today? I came to see you.
May I speak with you?
Do you have some time to spare right now? There's something I need to tell you. Is that okay? Absolutely.
Hey.
Let's do it.
Thank you.
Thank you. Then could we go to my place for today? I'll treat you to some delicious black tea. Just wait a moment while I get changed.
I'm sorry.
Sorry to call you over out of the blue like this. Please feel free to make yourself at home. Your room is beautiful. What a nice room. Oh, there's nothing all that unusual in here. No need to look around like that. Okay, sorry. You're the one that invited me in here. I needed to speak with you about this situation, or rather, because of it. I feel I owe you an apology, Akira-kun. All of you feel like you owe me an apology, even though you don't.
I'm sorry.
I'm sorry. I was just so useless. What's all this, then? I'm so ashamed. Dr. Maruki crafted me a saccharin. Is that how you say that word? Is it saccharin or is it saccharin? I never remember. Perfect new reality, and I accepted it without a second's pause. It was only because of you that I was able to find my own path. You were the one who gave me a future. And what did I do with it? I'm so pathetic. It's not your fault. Maruki used magical mumbo jumbo. It's saccharin? Saccharin. Okay. You're so kind, Akira-kun, but I'm afraid that doesn't feel like enough this time. Please just get rid of your ugly persona for a better one. That's all I ask. In fact, if you could go back to Milady, I'd be down with that. I want to stand at your side through this, and I want to do it with pride. In truth, I did wish that my father was still alive. I wanted us to rebuild the company together. No, more than that, I wanted to save my father. I don't know how to tell you this, Haru, and I understand the game doesn't tackle it super deep because you have so many other things to do in your confidant rank, and also because the story just doesn't have time for it with where you are in the storyline at all. But I understand your feelings of wanting to be able to do that with your father, but even if he wasn't dead, that just wouldn't happen. Your father would be guilt-ridden for his entire life and 100% would be in prison for at least a handful of years for the nonsense he did as CEO. I don't know how long he would be in prison, but it would be a long time. And before anyone in chat or in the YouTube comments is like, well, he's rich though, he could, like, they could just pay his bail or like get him out, etc. Just have to like pay a certain amount or something. With the way Changes of Hearts work, where Kamoshida wanted to kill himself and then decided, no, that would be too easy, I need to suffer when An called him out on it, there's no way that changing Okumura's heart would be like, I feel bad, let me pay a lot of money and then move on. Nah, that dude would be like, imprison me. Leave me in prison where I belong for however long the government says I must be. So, you know, I feel for you, Haru, I really do, but I wish that your confidant had, like, had taken a turn of being like, I realize now even if my dad was alive, that was just a dream that I kept holding out for that would never come true. I think that would have been a really nice turn for a confidant that I wish they had done. I wanted us to rebuild the company together. More than that, I wanted to save my father. But that's just not possible. No matter how important he was to me, he's gone now, and I can't bring him back. Surely if I could just rewrite the past for my own benefit, it would be terribly selfish. Why do you think that? I'm the Phantom Thieves therapist now because Maruki did an awful job. I don't know. But what of the newfound purpose I gained after my father's death? What of all the support you gave me? Even if I could simply choose to be happy, it wouldn't be worth denying everything that brought me here. Do you guys see the way my jacket clips into this chair? So I need you to understand that I'm determined to see this through. I won't run away anymore. I refuse Dr. Maruki's gift to us.
Honestly.
I'll choose our reality, the one I defined through my own hardship, mistakes, and tears. I feel like Joker is a better therapist than Maruki. It's really not that hard to be. What were they thinking when they designed a Stardate, dude? I never get over how much Lucy's design looks like Akechi. The briefcase, the brown suit and all. I guess it's like a pretty standard like detective setup or whatever, but maybe it's just fairly common in like that kind of character design, but still, it makes me laugh every time I see it. Is this my power? I see. So I can still fight harder.
All right.
I'm sorry I kept you for so long. That's all I wanted you to hear. From now on, I'll fight even harder to make up for all the trouble I've caused you. I'll be counting on you.
Yes.
Yes. Hearing you say that makes me feel like I can do anything. I will grow even stronger. I have to keep pressing forward for Father's sake too.
Thank you.
Thanks again for coming today. Be careful on your way home. Cool customer. That's so awesome. I love that. Decreases allies' chance of being inflicted by ailments by 50%. Amazing. Forms a barrier that reflects all attacks for all allies. That's really good. But also, like, dude, how are you ever supposed to... There's no space on Haru. Haru needs, like... Her persona needs 10 move slots. It's actually insane. She has too many good moves, dude. I already got rid of Mopsio-Dine. Like... Honestly, since I got rid of Mopsio-Dine, I think I just get rid of Psyamp here. 9 times out of 10, I have Haru use gun moves, unless the only option, unless I can't hit the enemy with gun, if it like resists it or something, in which case I use Psyodyne. So I actually think I keep Psyodyne for those occasions, but I just give up Psyamp because the 50% just isn't worth enough, to be honest. And I'd rather her focus more on gun. Because, like, gun boost, gun amp, one-shot kill, triple down, plus she can heat rise herself. And it doesn't matter if, like, oh, but that makes the President's Insight, like, concentrate Psyodyne boost not as good. I usually use President's Insight for her to concentrate someone else. when she just takes a break for a turn. Now I can have her and Akechi do the incredibly funny bit of Haru gives Akechi concentrate, and Akechi with the pride ring gives Haru charge for her move. I actually love that. That sounds hilarious. Ah, welcome back. No crossword, very sad. All right, I think now at nighttime, all we do is jazz club, right? We already tried to hang out with Hifumi. It doesn't do anything neat. Yeah, they would just jazz club from here on. I should go red light district and do a fusion alarm and probably incense for. Well, I should check and make sure he can get incense first. I think it's been enough days that Koryu can have another incense. Jazz it up. People usually do a Psy build or a gun build for Haru. That makes sense. Koryu is so good at Psy, though. Surely you just do gun build like every time. Like, come on.
Train your personas.
I figured you'd be ready for one.
On
All
your
right.
side.
Definitely fusion alarm, and we can use this fusion alarm to get Makoto's ultimate weapon. Actually, we need to start going out of our way to do that, actually, because I can only fusion alarm like so many times unless I end up grinding in Mementos, which grinding in Mementos I don't really want to do for the sake of just fusion alarms.
I'm sorry.
So, I didn't mean to do verification tests. Thank you for not actually doing that with me.
What shall
But,
we do?
we have to do like 18 fusion alarms or 17 fusion alarms, something like that. We have to do a lot of them. So, I need to make sure that I have this fusion alarm reading also makes it where fusion alarms are more common, right?
Here we go.
We need to, when we do our Mementos Day, we need to do this so that it'll be more likely to get them.
What do you think?
And then hopefully we can start nabbing
Yes.
a lot of the ultimate weapons. I do love Lavenza just walking in behind you. It looks so professional. Hi.
I've been waiting for you.
I've been waiting for me too. Did I already get Sibel back? Do I have Sibel?
Greater heights.
Sword dance, very good. I do have Sibel right here, so immediately give me Gordios.
This is a stronger version because of the alarm.
It's a stronger version because of the alarm. What's the normal version? Sabazios. Yeah, so this has got to be her ultimate weapon, right? It must be. I imagine anytime I see a weapon or a gun from a persona at like level 80 or higher, it's more than likely the ultimate weapon. You would think.